With likes being removed from the Instagram platform, the way that you interact with your followers is going to completely change, and you're actually going to have to engage in a deeper way by sharing your story and actually doing the things that I'm telling you to do in this video.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record.
Hey friend, this is Ryan from the Indie Music Academy, and welcome back to the channel where we tackle the mysteries of the music industry, learn how to grow a larger fan base, and earn an income from our music. One of the big mysteries of this week and next week is that Instagram is actually taking away likes from the platform. They're implementing this no likes policy, and that's really going to impact us as musicians because Instagram is one of the main platforms that we use to promote our music. Now, this no likes policy is not new. They've already been testing it in other countries like Australia and Japan, and they're finally rolling it out here in America, and they're just going to do it really sneakily. They're doing it user by user at a time. It's not going to be this, flip of a switch and the entire continent is going to have no likes. And that's almost the scary thing. It's going to be a slow, gradual removal of this like feature from the platform. And so what does that mean for us as musicians? And what do we need to do moving forward if we still want to use Instagram as a marketing platform for our music? Well, some things are going to have to change. First of all, without likes, our posts are going to be measured differently. And without that number there, the thing that's going to matter the most isn't really the aesthetic anymore. It's going to be the story that you're telling through your photos. And it almost comes to the point when I was thinking through this, your aesthetic has to almost be synonymous with your story, or even secondary. It's not really a matter of great images because you're not going to see the results of those great images getting easy likes anymore. What's going to matter more is the journey that you're going to be taking the viewer on your Instagram through those images, but through those images telling your story and making a deeper connection more than just a superficial like. You're actually gonna have to try to impact the person emotionally through the screen, through their phone, and without likes, that is highlighted. That's gonna be the main use of the platform now. It's not gonna be vanity anymore. What I mean by vanity is Vanity Metrics. What Vanity Metrics are, they're basically the numbers that show up to the public. And likes is the best example of that we've ever seen. How many YouTube subscribers you have, how many views on a video, all that stuff. It's just vanity to show how popular something is, regardless of the quality of the content. Now, of course, quality is closely related to that. If a piece of content is very high quality, it'll have a much higher chance of going viral. But with likes gone and the main vanity metric gone, it's gonna be a more level playing field. And let me explain that. Just imagine some of the top artists of today, Taylor Swift, Harry Styles, these pop artists that have in the multiple millions of followers. Selena Gomez is another one. Their content without likes side by side with your content is going to look exactly the same. There's not going to be, a giant number next to that heart on Instagram anymore. It's just going to be photo against photo. And I'm going to qualify this statement in the next bullet point. But basically the point here is that you actually have an opportunity to shine through your followers' feed even more. My prediction is that those mega accounts are actually going to see a small drop in engagement because of something I call the bandwagon effect. And I talk about this more in my course. But basically the bandwagon effect is that if you see someone with 100,000 likes, psychologically in your head, you're gonna think, oh, that's great, I'm gonna like it too. But it's really the number that is causing you to do that. It's you jumping on the bandwagon of everyone else that likes this also. It's just how we are as humans. We want to feel included. But with that gone, the bandwagon effect is going to be out of the picture, and your content is going to be more fairly compared with the content of these mega accounts. And that's a really great thing for us independent artists because we have a chance to shine on the quality of our content versus the bandwagon effect kind of taking over and snowballing with these mega accounts. Now, one thing that won't change that much, and I qualified this earlier, is that there's still going to be one vanity metric that is visible to the public. and that's comments. You can always see the number of comments on the post even before this change, and it's still going to remain that way, and that's going to be the new vanity metric on each post. Instead of looking at the number of likes, you're going to immediately train your brain to look at the number of comments on a post, and that number can still get into the thousands and hundreds of thousands depending on these mega accounts. So is this really going to be a huge difference with the lack of likes on the platform? You know, I think we're going to quickly adapt to go from looking at the number of likes to the number of the comments almost instantly, because we're already wired for that vanity metric, and we're just going to make a quick little switch in our brains and we're just going to go straight to that number of comments there. So, you know, the platform might actually not change very much, and this is most important for influencers who make a living on Instagram, and they're actually scored and rated by the amount of engagement they have on those promoted posts. A company will tell them, hey, in order for you to earn your payment, to earn your rate on this sponsored post, it needs to receive this amount of engagement. And before it was likes mostly, and I predict that it's going to be mostly comments driven. You need to get a certain amount of comments on this post in order to earn your rate, otherwise you might need to post again or something like that. I just hope that with the metric of likes gone, that the quality of comments isn't going to decrease. And something that I'm a little afraid of is that people are just going to spam comments, and they're already doing it now, just like posting one emoji in a comment with no real engagement. And I'm sure that Instagram's algorithm already adjusts for that and penalizes people for doing that. And I just hope that it doesn't run away with comments being the only vanity metric, that people are just going to basically farm for comments to make their posts look more popular. We'll see what happens in that territory. Hopefully it doesn't turn out to be kind of a weird, lame thing with a bunch of random comments that mean nothing. So lastly, this all seems like a really big deal, but is it really that big of a change? I honestly don't think so, because we both know that for the last year and a half, Instagram has been happening in the stories. And so this change only really affects the feed, the normal post. And the way that Instagram has been lately, especially for musicians, is that in your feed and on your profile, you have the content that's a little more polished, but your day-to-day, like raw behind the scenes content's happening in the stories. And that's always where most of the engagement happened. And that's where you give all the important updates, is in the stories. And stories aren't really changing, not with this update at least, not at this time at least. So is Instagram really gonna change all that much overall? I don't think so. Your game still has to be in the stories. You still need to connect with your fans in Instagram stories. So I think this change with them removing likes isn't going to impact very much. It's going to take a quick adjustment from the user's perspective, and it actually might boost some engagement for the independent artist that is a good storyteller. But other than that, and other than taking advantage as a little guy of these changes, I think Instagram is going to be widely the same as it is now. So not to worry guys, Instagram is still going to be a very useful platform for music and music promotion. And if you are an artist that wants to earn a little extra income using the audience that you've amassed and doing some sponsored posts, I highly recommend you download my free work for hire agreement in the description below. You can use that work for hire agreement to create contracts around your customers, whether they're small businesses, other artists, pretty much anything, so that you can get paid to do small services for your clients, such as promoted posts. So I highly recommend you download that, especially if you want to do that in the future. Plus, it comes with 2 other music industry contracts that are absolutely essential. So grab it all, it's totally free, link in the description. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, definitely hit the like button and leave a comment. And if you want to get notified of future music industry tips from this channel, hit subscribe, and most importantly, hit the notification bell, because YouTube doesn't let you know when new videos come out unless you hit that bell. So smash subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next video.